Welcome to today's course. Welcome to 2023 Anti-Money Laundering Regulatory Updates. My name is Evdokia Pitsillidou and I'm the instructor of this course. This course includes video recordings like this one, self-study material, test questions and a certification of 5 hours of continuous professional development. Within this course, you will be acquired with the necessary knowledge on the anti-money laundering regulatory framework, equipped with the latest developments on the AML field, practice the acquired knowledge with test questions as per the relevant directives in order for you to earn a certification of 5 hours of CPDs. The contents of this course includes money laundering terrorist finance definitions of what is the relevant money laundering, terrorist financing, the different stages and methods, including the methods used for crypto assets, money laundering assessment and follow-up reports, Cyprus National Risk Assessment conducted in the first report 2018 and the 2021 related to virtual assets and virtual assets providers. AML Regulatory Framework, what is currently in place and what is the upcoming AML regulatory, what we expect. CySEC Circular 516 is discussed in this course, the findings of the regulator of the AMLCO annual reports assessments and weaknesses identified and remedial actions to be taken. Finally, we are discussing compliance culture, duties and responsibilities of the board of directors, of the AMLCO, of the internal auditor, of all employees of the entity, and how everyone are important to ensure a compliance culture within the organization. MONEYVAL assessment and follow-up reports is our next section where we're discussing who is MONEYVAL, the first assessment in December 2019, areas identified for improvement, the follow-up report from MONEYVAL in December 2021, November 2022, and of course, partially compliant recommendations. Who is MONEYVAL? First of all, MONEYVAL is established 1997. It's a committee of experts for evaluation of AML and combating terrorist financing measures in Europe. The role, of course, of MONEYVAL is to conduct assessments for measures in EU member states that are not FATF members, including Cyprus, because Cyprus is not a FATF member, and then provide recommendations to the relevant authorities in respect to the necessary improvements in relation to money laundering. And of course, through the assessment, they assess the level of risks that the country poses to Europe and to globally in relation to AML. As I said in the previous section, this is very important to be assessed. Why? Because they need to combat money laundering and terrorist finance. The higher the risks, higher the risk is categorized as a country, the more problems we have, because the banks are considering the riskiness in terms of money laundering in order to cooperate. So the country level of riskiness is very, very important. We are now moving on to CySEC Circular 516. Findings of the AMLCO annual reports assessment. What are the deficiencies and how we can do better? Simply as that. So, weaknesses and reminders are included within this section of our course. Now, June 2022, CySEC issued Circular 516 for its annual risk-based assessment conducted on several AMLCO and internal audit reports submitted in the previous year. Now, regulatory framework which was considered is the AML law, the relevant directives, and circulars C33, 186, and 191. The circular also mentioned the deadline extension of 2 months provided for submission of both reports due to the COVID. Weaknesses are identified. executive summaries concerning AML reports were not structured as per the Circular 186 and did not contain all references outlined within the circular. Significant attention is drawn to key findings and weaknesses, including the summary of all key finding weaknesses identified during the year, whether these are rectified or not, key issues of previous years, whether are still pending, and MLCO recommendations related to rectification measures.